Hello, name's Snow, and today I'm going to be talking about some fan-made action figure ideas that I made for Dandy's World. And before anyone says it, and you probably know this, but I am not affiliated with the developers or anybody in the developer team. I am just showing off my ideas and concepts. First up is Dandy, the star of the show. My idea for him is that he'd come with a couple tapes and a medkit as his accessories. All the characters would have swappable heads, and since Dandy doesn't really have a hurt face in the game, I decided to give him the last expression he has if you don't buy from him for 3 or 4 floors, seeing that he doesn't have a hurt face. Could have used the roleplay thing, but I think it's the same. Before I continue though, I should mention that I haven't made any twisted versions yet. That's probably going to be in part 2. Hopefully this video gets popular enough for that. Or I get bored and make it anyways. Whichever happens first. Also, ignore the editing problems. And if you hear any sounds in the background of the audio, I don't exactly have the best setup. Next up is Dial. Honestly, Dial doesn't have a ton of obvious accessories ideas, so I had to get a little creative. I decided to give him a crate that could hold ichor capsules, and his chain would be removable. I couldn't really pose him much because of spacing though. Since he also doesn't have an angry face or hurt face in game, I used sort of expression that they give him in roleplay version instead. Next up is Sprout. I decided to keep his pretty simple design, and I decided to give him a cupcake because he throws cupcakes at you to heal, and tapes because you have to have a certain amount of tapes to heal, and a bracelet would be like the Barbie bracelets that just clips on his wrist. Nothing much about him. He's really straightforward, like I said. Next up is Pebble. I had to get really creative with him. Since he's so small, changing his head entirely would probably mean changing his whole body too. So instead I made his eyes interchangeable. He'd have his default eyes and the shiny eyes he gets when he gets hurt. His trinket can connect to him by his mouth, kind of like a doll's pacifier. I also gave him the thinking cap because, honestly, Pebble has his thinking cap joke is quite interesting and funny to me. I imagine Pebble would be probably the cheapest of the figures since he's smaller and comes with fewer accessories. Next up is my favorite of the mains, Astro. I really had to think with this one because how exactly is he supposed to hold accessories without arms? So I decided he'd come with an alternate body. I'd imagine he'd probably be one of those more expensive figures because of that. Also, if you can't tell, Astro's my favorite. I think I already mentioned that. Because he has 2 bodies, I only gave him 1 trinket. His trinket is the pillow, star pillow. And of course, like everyone, he has his hurt face and everything. I just thought it was interesting. Also, he's a uniquer action figure. Next up is my least favorite, V. I'd imagine she'd be kinda top heavy if translated directly into an action figure, so I decided to change her shape of head to balance her figure and everything. She comes with her hurt face like everybody else. Her trinket, which is a V-mote, just a green remote for some reason. Don't know why Clover did that, but her microphone, which is in her AFK animations and posters and whatever, and also gave her a wrench, because why not? She feels more extractor based than anything else anyways. And finally, last but not least, Shelly. Before you say anything, I know she's forgotten, and people put her at last as a joke or whatever. Honestly, I did this unintentionally because it's so hard to think about what her accessories would be. So, her accessories are just one, which is the participation award, her trinket. And of course, like everybody, she has a hurt face and everything. Although, I must say, at one point, I was going to give her some fossils with her, but I didn't really question the logic behind it, because why would she just get random pieces of bones and maybe a skull or something? I know she's all fossil-like, but whatever. I didn't do it because it didn't make sense. Well, that's all for this video. Hopefully you like it. Don't care if you subscribe, but could you at least leave a comment or like the video? I'm gonna be doing more posts like this, hopefully, because I'm in summer now, so that means I'm out of school for 2 months. Free time. Yay!